honey badgers. Just got done filming the wild hair, crazy hair, messy hair, whatever I'm calling it, a haul of canvases. So I figured the most logical follow-up to that would be to do hat canvases or head covering canvases. So all of these ladies feature things on their head. So I've only got one from Temu in this one, a couple from Amazon, and then a couple from a few other places. So I'll just go ahead and get into the one I have from Temu. Standard toolkit. But yeah, here we go. Forget what I was calling her, like Venice Canal Party Girl, something like that. I forget. But yeah, for a 30 by 40, it looks pretty good, pretty detailed. Pretty happy with this one. This, like I said, 30 by 40 and then 23 colors in this one. And a good mix of colors, as you can see. Fair amount of blue and yellow and such, but yeah, you also get some browns and greens and stuff like that, it looks like in here. So a lot of darker colors for the background naturally because it's a night scene, but there's some pops of green in the water, and I think some on her dress as well. Little bits of yellow and neutrals. So yeah, this may be one, I'm guessing, since she's like a party scene girl, I'm probably going to A-B her out just a little bit. Maybe throw some in the water in the background and throw some yellow or gold ABs in her drink there. Maybe do a little bit on the eyeshadow, I don't know. Maybe throw a few in her hat. Just a little bit to, you know, create that shimmery look. Yeah, Venice Party Girl. So that one's from Temu. This one, where did I get this one? This one came from Paint Some Way. I think I was calling this one Magnolia Veil. It's just a 30 by 30. Standard toolkit. A lot of white and black, but another one where you're going to get some pops of green, a little bit of pink, some browns and yellows to make the center of that magnolia. Yeah, I just thought it was a fun, quick little fashion piece. This is one I'm probably going to think out a little bit because I'm a little bit concerned that the veil might not come through. I'm not sure. I'll have to work on a piece of it and see how it's coming through. If it's not showing up, I may have to go back in there and throw in some metallics or something just so you get that effect, because I'm a little bit worried it's kind of faint, but it might be fine. I don't know. That's the one area I'm a little bit nervous about. Otherwise, drill field looks really good. It doesn't look like there's any guide circles on here, so it's just the grid overlay. So that's nice. Yeah, pretty simple on that one. There's 13 colors in this one overall. A lot of white, as you can guess. That's all your background. That's your standard 3865. And then you have some purpley neutrals, some grays, some light pinks. Yeah, very soft, soothing palette. So there's that one. That one I actually got for free. That was one of those ones where I think Paint Some Way was doing a deal where it's like if you order 3, you get 1 free or something like that. And I think that was one I ended up getting for free in my order, but it retails for $4.99. So these next two are coming from Diamond Art Gift. That's where I got these. So I got, I think these are also, no, I was going to say I think these are both 30 by 30s, but one is actually 30 by 40. Okay, so this is the 30 by 30 one. I was a little bit nervous getting this one because I didn't know how well the detail in her face was going to come out in this size, but it looks like it's going to be fine. Sometimes when I do these ones in smaller canvases, the one trouble issue I run into is that when they have coloring on the cheeks, that can come out kind of extreme on a smaller size. It can look very sunburned, so I'm still a little bit nervous about that. But otherwise, I think it's perfectly clean and clear and should work up great. But I just thought it was really cute with the daisies up here and then the little overalls and the VW bus in the back. This is very much how I used to dress in the summertime when I was about that age. So yeah, it comes in the sugar packets, but a lot of bright colors. Pretty nice palette for something this small. You got a lot of variation in there. So yeah, that'll be fun. That is a really bright orange. That's just like, where is that going? I think that's going up in the hat somewhere. I think. What is 947 F? Where is F going? Yeah, it looks like there's a little bit of F in the flowers in her hair, and then wow. I just saw that the F is going in her cheek a little bit. That is a very bright color to go in the cheek. I might have to tone that down. That's what I'm talking about, is getting the coloring right on cheeks and around noses and stuff. That's usually where you run into issues with portraits. I don't know, that looks very extreme for a face, but yeah, that's one I'll just, usually when I do portraits, I try it first the way they have it graphed and see if it maybe, because sometimes it'll look extreme in the packet, but then when you put it on the canvas, it sort of blends out surprisingly with the other colors, and then other times not. Sometimes your intuition is right and it looks like garbage and you got to figure out something else. So it's just one of those things that you sort of have to jump in and play with a little bit when you do portraits. So yeah, that might end up being an edit when I get to this one. This one also retails for $4.99 on Diamond Art Gift. And then this one, I didn't actually open this one yet. This is one that I've eyed for a couple of years now, and it's one of those ones that, you know, we have those canvases that we stick in our cart and debate about back and forth for the longest time, and then we finally just decide to get it. This is one of the ones that I did with that. Mainly because it was another one where I was a little bit concerned about how well the detail was going to come out. Let me bump you down just a little bit so we can see just a little bit. There we go. Bump you down just a smidge so we can see these canvases better. It came with standard toolkit. But yeah, I was a little bit worried about how nice the face was going to come out. I think this one will be all right. I may have to toy with it just a little bit because I don't know. It looks good in the camera. In person, it's a little bit iffy. As far as I'm looking at the shading, having done a lot of portraits already, shading is kind of the thing that makes me nervous when it comes to around the cheeks and nose area. It can go bad real quick. So that's the one spot I'm a little bit worried about. But this was another one where I found it pretty cheap on Diamond Art Gift. What did it run? I think this one was also $4.99 if I remember right. So at that price, I just decided, screw it, I'm going to try it. Because otherwise, I really love her outfit and her stance and everything. I love the blue and red and white of the sailor look and all that. I think it's super cute. And this was one where I didn't think it warranted being a giant size, but I think trying to do this in a 30 by 30 might be testing it a little bit as far as clarity. So I'm going to try it in the 30 by 40 size. And then, I don't know, maybe if it, because I do really like the image, if it doesn't really come out that great, I might down the road see if I can bump it up to like a 30 by 45 or a 40 by 50. I don't think I would go much bigger than that for something this simple. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So, pretty simple palette. You know, you're basically going to have the blue, red, and white scheme, and then some browns and reds for her hair, and then a bunch of whites and neutrals for the background. Pre-bagged, as you can see, and there's 23 colors in this one. All right, and then just a couple from Amazon. But again, I didn't open these. Hold on just a second. Make sure I keep all these drill packets with the appropriate canvases. All right, so like I've been showing lately, this seems to be the preferred style of packaging here lately with canvas companies, where they fold them in half and then just dump the packets in there. I'm kind of hoping they outgrow this at some point because it is a little extra work to steam the creases out of the middle of it. It can be done, but it's a little bit irritating. Standard tool pack, drill pack, toolkit. There we go. Y'all know what I'm saying. So this is one where, yeah, drills are all loose, so be mindful of that if you get one of these. Or if you get any kit from Amazon recently. It seems to be in a lot of the ones they ship out these days. Not saying it's Amazon's fault because they're just a supplier, but, you know, the people that are creating the canvases, that's what I'm saying. So since the packets are loose, I'll just show you this real quick. There'll be a lot of browns and pinks in this one. Flip this over to color side. I think that's going to be, is it 310 for background? Yeah, a bunch of 310 for background. And then you get into all your oranges for your, what's that? Leopard. I was like, a leopard or a tiger? I'm pretty sure that's a leopard. Leopard, cheetah. I always get them mixed up. I think that's a leopard. Some brown, some orange, a little bit of dark red, more brown, more orange, some light yellows, light orange, and then browns and orange. So if you like brown, orange, and pink, I know that sounds like kind of an odd color combination, but if that's your jam, this one could be for you. I just thought it was really sweet and interesting. You almost lose the cat in the background. It's mostly her. But I thought it could turn out pretty cool. I think once it's done, I think it's going to have a very like almost sherbety effect, which I was kind of curious about. But I thought the contrast between, you know, the black background and then all these like peachy, sherbety tones would be really interesting. So there's 21 colors in this one. There's some dark areas that might be a little bit tricky, like the N there. The N and the D look kind of similar. Or is that a O? Sorry. N and the O. The N and the O look pretty similar there. So that might be a spot. There's some parts around the leopard here that might get a little bit blurry looking, maybe. So there's a few spots in here you might want a light pad, like also maybe up in here. That looks like it's a 154 spot, I'm guessing. No, it's actually 779. Is there even, there's not even 154 in this one. Normally when I see the kits and they have that little bit of purple and the black, they usually use 154 in that, but not in this one. But it looks pretty good overall for being this size. So there's that one. And then one more. I bought this one a good little while back, so I don't think it's available on Amazon anymore. Because I remember when I bought it, it was limited stock, but I'll try to see if I can track down a link somewhere else through like AliExpress or something. Normally I can find one on AliExpress. Not always, but usually. Toolkit. And then this is another one, as you can see, where the packs are all loose. So that is the lady there. See, when they put the fold in the middle, it makes it harder to show these off, but try to hold her up that way. I'll have to steam out the crease a little bit later, but you get the idea. Really pretty. I just thought all the different combinations of blue and brown and purple would come out really nice. So let me see here. So your color palette here, a lot of purples and neutrals and browns and stuff like that. Your white in this one is the standard 3865. So that's what that is. That's one packet. And then your big drill train here. A little bit of green. A little bit of orange. That's all the blue that's going in the turban head wrap area. Some grays. Some more blue for the head wrap. Browns. Some dark pinks. I think that's 310 there. Some yellows. I think a lot of the yellow is actually going in the background. So that'll be nice and bright. And then some more browns and purples. And there's 21 colors altogether. So in the background here, you have a lot of confetti. It's going to be a mix of the bright yellow and the white. But I think it'll make a really nice kind of sunshiny effect behind her. And then you get a bunch of the white in her clothing here, naturally. But with a little bit of the, what color is that? 15? Let me see real quick. Okay. So 15 is more of the yellow. Down through here. Normally when I do portraits like this and they have jewelry on, I tend to put at least a few ABs or crystals in like the earrings or the necklace or something, just to give it a little extra shimmer. But I don't think I'm going to do too much to it because, I mean, it's pretty nice as is. Drill field is pretty good. There might be some areas in the head wrap area that are maybe a little bit trickier to sort out. So you may want a light pad there, just in the darker areas anyway. Or sometimes when you get canvases that have a lot of brown in them and you have this grid overlay pattern on them, sometimes it's hard to tell all the different browns apart. So maybe up towards the top there. It's not that you can't read the symbols, just a lot of the symbols look alike. So light pad can sometimes help with reading that a little bit better than the naked eye can. So yeah, that's that one. So yeah, I'll try to see if I can track down a link for her somewhere. But yeah, that's my my head wraps, headpieces, headgear canvases for this go round. So yeah, let me know what you think and we will talk soon. Bye guys.